Everyone, today we'll start with the topic fertilization. What is fertilization? It is the union of nuclei of male and the female gametes. The male and the female gametes, they contain nuclei, and when they fuse together, fertilization takes place. Now, one by one, we'll be discussing the structure of the male and the female gametes and how the fertilization occurs. Now, first is the pollen grains. It is also known as the male gamete. Now this pollen grain which is present, the mature pollen grain, it has a double wall. So the outer wall which is present, that is known as exine, this outer wall, and the inner wall is known as entine. And the nucleus inside the pollen grain, the nucleus which are present, they divide into the generative nucleus and the tube nucleus. And at this stage, these when they divide, at this stage they are transferred to the stigma for pollination. We'll discuss that, how that happens. Now in this diagram I am explaining you that now you know that two nuclei are present inside it after the division, generative and the tube nuclei. Now there is another part here present which is known as germ pore. Now what is the function of germ pore? This germ pore which is present, it helps in the formation of the pollen tube and the release of the nuclei, both the tube and the generative nuclei which are present in the male gamete, in the pollen grains, this germ pore. So from here the pollen tube formation will take place and the nuclei will move into the pollen tube. Now this pollen tube, when further elongates, so that it can enter into the embryo sac, it further elongates. So this generative nucleus divide and form two sperm nuclei and one tube nuclei. So in all, three nuclei are present inside the pollen tube. The generative nucleus divides into two sperm nuclei and one tube nucleus. We have from the starting only the tube nucleus is present. I hope the structure of the pollen grain is clear. Now next we'll start with the ovule, which is a female gamete. Now what is the structure of the female gamete? You will see that in the female gamete, the ovule which is present, that is the part of the ovary, and this ovule becomes the seed and the ovary becomes fruit. Now inside the ovary you have ovule present, the ovule is present, and you have three antipodal cells which are present. These three cells which are present, they are known as the antipodal cells. Now what is the function of the antipodal cells? These antipodal cells, they nourishes the embryo sac and they help in the growth and development of the endosperm, the antipodal cells. Then in the center you have the polar nuclei. Then we have the synergids present on both the sides, and in the center we have the egg cell. And the integuments are present towards the sides. Two integuments are present. These integuments which are present, they are the protective coverings from the middle of which it leaves a small opening through which a micropyle enters. Which carries the pollen tube which is containing the male gametes. And the inside the embryo sac you have the egg cells, antipodal cells, and the polar nuclei which are present. Now what will happen is, when the pollen grain, it falls on the stigmas, when it falls on the stigma, the pollen tube formation will take place, and this pollen tube then carries the male gametes. Three nuclei are present, the tube nucleus and two sperm nuclei are present. Now through the micropyle end, the nuclei will enter inside the ovary. Now the fertilization that takes place, there are two types of fertilization which takes place. That is why it is known as double fertilization. Now how it is double fertilization, how it is known as double fertilization? Okay, how it is known as double fertilization is that, now first, the nucleus which is present, the one sperm nuclei, it will fuse with these two polar nuclei. These two polar nuclei, they form a secondary nucleus and they fuse with the sperm cell. So because now here 3 nuclei are involved, 2 of the polar nuclei and 1 of the sperm nucleus. So 3 nuclei involved, hence it is known as triple fusion. Because fusion of 3 nuclei is taking place. Now the other is the other sperm nuclei which is present, that will fuse with the egg cell. That will fuse with the egg cell, and the synergids which are present towards the sites, they disintegrate once the sperm nuclei fuses with the egg cell, and this is known as the second fertilization. So two fertilization took place. One with the polar nuclei, which is known as the triple fusion because of the involvement of the 3 nuclei, and second when the egg cell fuses with the sperm cell. Now you will notice that in the embryo sac, this embryo sac is present. So in the embryo sac you have 3 plus 3 plus 1 cells. 3 plus 3 plus 1. Now how? At the micropylar end you will see 3 cells are present, 2 synergids and 1 egg cell. At the opposite end you will see that 3 antipodal cells are present, and in the center you have 1 central cell containing 2 polar nuclei. So 3 plus 3 plus 1 cells are present. Now in the starting I told you that the pollen tube formation takes place. Now how? When the pollen grains of same species fall on the stigma, how this pollen tube formation takes place is, a part of the structure of the pollen grain, exine, I have told you, there a part is present, germ pore, through which this pollen tube formation will take place, and it will carry 3 nucleus, the tube nucleus and the generative nucleus, and the generative nucleus divides into 2, the sperm nuclei. And then by dissolving the tissues with the help of the enzymes, it reaches the ovary, and through the micropylar end the male gametes will fuse with the female gametes. One will fuse with the polar nuclei, the central cell, and the other one will fuse with the egg cell. And now these 3 nucleus, the triple fusion which has taken place, it will lead to the formation of endosperm. And the egg cell and the sperm nuclei, when they fuse together, it lead to the formation of zygote. So by this way the ovules, they turn the ovules, they form seeds, and the ovary, it enlarges to form the fruit. So the fate of the floral parts after fertilization is that the stamens, the style, petals, they fall off. Then ovary, they enlarges into the fruit, and ovules, they become seeds. The fate of the various parts of floral parts is important. They can be asked in the exam.